You have the mind map on your screen right now. As you can see, it's from the distance. Hey everyone, and welcome back on the channel. My name is Alex, and today we are doing something very special, something I was thinking of for quite a long time. This is an idea that I've had because I want my reviews to be as precise, as specific, as in-depth as possible, not only with the numbers, with the data, but also with the words and with the way I'm expressing my feelings about shoes, so that you runners, viewers of this channel and in our little community here can understand as best as possible what I'm saying and what I have felt during my run. In order to do this, I have created a mind map. So what is a mind map? It's essentially a picture that shows what I have in my mind in terms of picturing, visualization of how things are. So this mind map is separated into two big parts. So on the one hand, there's the durometer, and on the other hand, there is the responsiveness, the bounciness of a shoe. And so I will show you the mind map in a second on your screen, and we will look at it. We will add some examples to it so that you understand what shoe is described by what word. But what I would really love you to do in the comments after this video, after watching it, or even during the time you're watching it, is that you go in the comments and add some words that are missing in my mind map. I'm pretty sure there are lots of words that are missing. My vocabulary is limited, that's a fact, and I'm conscious of it, I'm fine with that. But if you can help me, should you be English native speakers or not, you can have words that I'm not aware of and words that are missing here in the mind map. So please do not hesitate, jump in the comment section as many times as you want during the video or at the end, and add the words or ideas that you may have. All right, no more talking, let's look at the mind map. So I'm gonna put it on your screen, and I'm gonna go somewhere in the lower corners, like here or here. Well, the picture, not me, but yeah. You have the mind map on your screen right now. As you can see, it's from the distance, and so I will zoom in. So running shoes, and on the right side we have the durometer, and we will begin with the soft side of things. So now you should have it nicely on your screen as well. All right, so as you can see, the higher, the softer. So let's begin with the top of the mind map kind of thing. So I have mushy, plush, jelly, squishy, and I will stop now and I will give you an example. So I have the iPad right here, and I will write down in the same time. So here for this, I'm thinking about, for instance, the Rebel V2, right? So you should have it at the same time. There it is. All right, then we have loose, fluffy, supple. So for this, I'm thinking something like, well, supple, we could do the Liberate from Puma. I'm writing it down right now. There you have it. And then protective and securing, I think that's quite interesting because it's still in that soft, corner of the mind map, but it's going towards the harder types of, foams and higher durometer scores, if you remember the durometer rankings. And for this, I would put here we go, the Freedom 4. Sorry for me not writing very nicely. All right. So this is for the soft side of things. Now let's move down to the firm side of things. And here, the lower, the firmer, as says the arrow. So we have, going from the top to the bottom, compact, ground feel. Okay, so ground feel isn't necessarily firm, because you can have soft shoes with ground feel, but I put it here and at the top, so you know, coming from the soft, going to the firm, ground feel, and so you know, you could have the Freedom 4 as well. There we go. We could have here again the Freedom 4. Here we have it. Then we have dense, compressed, stout, pounding, stiff. This is supposed to be ordered, so you know, if you think that a word is not going where it should be, please let me know and I can rearrange for the next time I'm showing you the mind map. But here I would, so for pounding stiff, I would put something like the ASICS magic speed, yeah. And then we have rough, hard, and at the bottom, at the very bottom, so the firmest types of words to describe a durometer would be harsh. And for this, I would go, it's not harsh, but I would go for something like, so, you know, rough, I would put maybe the React Infinity, although it's not really rough, but well, it's just to give you an idea, React Infinity. And for harsh, I would put the Terex Speed. I'm not specifying Ultra or Pro, there are different versions of the Terex Speed, but they're on the hard side of things. All right, so now we have this side that is done. So as you can see, we have soft, firm, and so going from the top to the bottom, softest at the top, firmest at the bottom. Let me know what you think. Does it make sense? Are there some words that should be reorganized? It's up to you, so just, you know, let me know. And we will now move on to the other part, which is bounciness. So we'll begin with bouncy. And here, the higher the bouncier, I'm reorganizing on the iPad as well. There we go. And here, so the higher the bouncier. And going from the top to the bottom, we have explosive, which is like, you know, really bouncy and really, you know, full of energy return, and bouncy. So that's the combination of the two, is explosive. Then we have the pop effects. I didn't know how to express it better than this. Then we have peppy, zesty, punchy. All right, and before forgetting, for pop effect, we can add, I'm trying to use 2021 shoes, so that's, first of all, it's accurate and relevant for 2021. And if you want, you can also go check my reviews for these shoes at the same time or after the video, whereas for all the shoes, I don't have reviews on my channel. So here we could put the meta speed, peppy, zesty, punchy would be rebel v2, right? And then we have, so punchy, springy, snappy. I'm not sure about between peppy and snappy. I'm not sure about the organization. So maybe, you know, maybe punchy is bouncier than peppy. That's difficult to say, but if there's a consensus in the comments, I can change that 100%. Somewhere in that snappy, energetic level, I would put the invincible. There we go. Ugly writing, but you understand the message. Snappy, energetic, dynamic, and then lively. So lively is, let's say, a shoe can be bouncy, but not too much, and then I would call it, you know, lively. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Now let's move down. So that is muted, and here the lower, the more muted. So going from the top to the bottom, we have gentle. Gentle isn't muted, nor, you know, bouncy. It's like the balanced type of bounciness. So for this, I would typically put something like the Hoka Mach 4. It's gentle, it's not bouncy, it's not muted, it's somewhere in between. Then we have contained, toned down, faded. Toned down and faded, I would put the velocity from Puma. I think that's where it stands. And then we have dull, sluggish, extinct, and dead at the end. Have you ever read a review with extinct and dead? Extinct, I guess it's a word that I have already used myself, but dead, that's maybe a bit too harsh. So, and yeah, I mean, that's it. You have the full, I can now zoom out so you can see the full picture. That's the mind map, you have it. It's in front of your eyes. Let me know, what do you think? How do you like it? Is it like, you know, a way you would represent it yourselves? And most importantly, let me know in the comments, are there some words that are missing, that I missed? Where are they supposed to go? If the words that I have put here on the mind map are not organized the way they should be, because I'm not maybe understanding them the way I should, then let me know, I will reorganize. And you can also, you know, suggest how this will be used on the channel. I think that's a pretty good tool that we could come back to from time to time, and maybe, you know, add a bunch of shoes here on the mind map in order for you to have a better idea of where I rate them and how they compare to other shoes. I think that's a good tool. I mean, I'm kind of proud of it, so you know, I'm joking, but let me know in the comments what you think. If you have enjoyed the video, if you enjoy the content of the channel, and if you're not a subscriber yet, please do not hesitate and subscribe. We are not too far from a symbolic milestone. I'm not saying more. If you want to go and check the subscriber counts, it's up to you. And it's not a big deal, but I mean, it's fun. And if you want to help reach the milestone, then it's great. Thank you very much for tuning in today. I wish you a very good run, a very good ride. Go beyond your limits in training today or in racing this weekend if you're lucky enough to race. And most importantly, take care. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.